protests are also continuing in Hong Kong. Now, they have in fact entered the 9th straight weekend. Thousands of anti-government protesters set off on a protest march. The site of protest was Mong Kok district. Mong Kok is a mostly working-class neighborhood which was at the center of violent clashes during the pro-democracy protests in 2014. Police fired tear gas to disperse protesters wearing, in fact, these gas masks that you can see there on your screens. Now, several protesters had covered their faces with masks or bandanas and were wearing helmets and goggles. Over the weeks, they have adopted increasingly sophisticated tactics. Many carried hiking sticks and some held homemade shields.
Yes, everyone is scared, but if everyone's scared, they don't come out, then we can't do anything. So even when we are so scared, we still need to stand out.
The protest initially was centered around a controversial extradition bill. The bill would have allowed suspects to be sent to mainland China for trial. The bill stands suspended for now, but the protesters want the bill to be withdrawn completely. The protests have now transformed into a revolt against China's hold over Hong Kong. Earlier, we spoke to Wion correspondent Erin Hale from Hong Kong on more on this. Listen.
The protesters continue to make the same demands of the government that they have from the very beginning, which is that they want to see the bill permanently withdrawn, and they also want to see Carrie Lam step down. They also continue to ask for an independent inquiry into police violence, given the high level of violence seen by riot police. They use tear gas, they fired rubber bullets on them, they've also hit them with batons. The government has really failed to respond to any of their demands. They have suspended the bill, but they have failed to withdraw it completely, which has led to a lot of mistrust for protesters. They say that they're afraid that Carrie Lam will just push the bill through the legislature once protests die down. Carrie Lam has apologized twice to 3 times, but her apology has really been badly received by the public, and she's almost entirely disappeared from public view in recent weeks.